Welcome everyone, it's your boy Zero and we're back with another unboxing mini. Now those of you who know me, you know that I love card games. I like collecting cards and I also love playing these card games. Something you guys probably didn't know is that back in the day I used to be a big fan of Neopets. I was on that website playing those little mini games, raising my little Neopets, and when I heard that Neopets had a card game that came out in 2003, I knew I had to get into it. Now, Neopets is actually coming out with a new card game, but we're not taking a look at that. We're actually going to take a look at the old Neopets card game from 2003. I got the 2-player starter set right over here, so without further ado, let me stop talking and let's start unboxing. And we're in unboxing mode, everyone, so let's get into it. So, here we have the 2-player starter set from the original Neopets card game that was released in 2003. I gotta tell you guys, I was very big into Neopets back in the day. It was a nice little social network for me, my friends, and family especially, to go and hang out, you know, look at each other's pets, try to take care of those pets and whatnot. I was actually able to find this thing on eBay about a month or so ago, and for a decent price. I didn't pay more than like 30 bucks for it, which is pretty good. And even over here, you can see it says it includes a booster pack of 8 cards. So not only will you see the starter deck, you're also going to be able to see how a booster pack looked like. So let's go ahead and start opening this thing up. In the back, actually, you can see how the playmat used to look. It's going to be a little bit difficult to see with this plastic wrap on, so let me actually rip that off real quick. There we go. No more glare! What do you know? Alrighty, so over here in the back, without the light glare now, you can see over here how the playmat used to look. It was actually quite the interesting card game because the main purpose of the game is to not use some sort of mana system or cost system like they do in, you know, Magic the Gathering and Digimon and other card games like that. Your Neopet would have, you have 4 zones and your Neopet would have to compete in contests, and you would also see stats for each of their contest types, so agility, intelligence, strength, shit like that. So it was a very interesting card game. It involved dice, and you guys know me, I like to gamble a little bit. So having to throw your dice and see how well your Neopets did in that contest was pretty fun. 2-player starter set over here. 2 30-card starter decks, a rulebook, a playmat, 2 dice. I like dice. And, of course, the bonus 8-card booster pack. I really do like how hollow the actual box is. I'm going to try to keep this thing in as good condition as possible because I really do like hollow stuff. I mean, I collect cards, obviously. Without further ado, let's open this sucker up. And in here already, we can see these dice. So, truth be told, this is not the first Neopet starter set I have bought. My family and I indeed bought the same thing back in like 2004 when I actually found out about it. And I still have these dice, the older ones that I opened from before, till this day. They're somewhere around here. I do remember seeing it quite a while ago. I remember using it for Yu-Gi-Oh! Because Skull Dice, Graceful Dice, other cards like that. I used to play Joey Wheeler themed decks. So yeah, this is great to see again and brand spanking new. I'm probably going to keep it in the little baggie. Let's go ahead and pull out the next. Oh, they just all came sliding out. So this will stay over here. Let's, ooh. Oh, okay. Oh, there's quite a bit. Ah. Ooh, very nice. Okay, so here are the 2 starter decks. This is bringing back a lot of memories because, like I said before, I used to play Neopets like crazy back in the day. And the one Neopet I always wanted was a Drake, and I just was not able to get it because the way it worked is you have to create an account, and if you created an account at around the same time that a Drake was available, you can grab one. I could not do it. I created like 3 accounts, and I stuck with my first one. Created 4 Neopets, and they're probably starving right now. I should probably go feed them after this video. Anyway, so here we have one of the Neopets that you can get in the game. This one's called Corbat, specifically a red Corbat. And over here on the side, you can see its stats for strength, agility, magic, and intelligence. Over here, you can see a Mincy. I think that's what it's called, a blue Mincy, specifically, with its stats over here on the side. Its element is going to be next to the name over here on the other side. So I guess this is nature. This would be dark. I just hope it's somewhat visible. And there's flavor text at the bottom, too. One thing I did like about this, unlike Yu-Gi-Oh!, the text on these cards are pretty minimal. There's usually just a little bit of flavor text, or of course, an effect if, you know, it has an effect. And here's our booster pack of 8 cards. I'm actually thinking that I'm gonna leave this booster pack for a YouTube short. So you guys are gonna have to wait to see what's inside this pack. I'm gonna go ahead and set this aside. I'm gonna make a YouTube short out of it, and I'm gonna make sure to link it into this video once it's released as well. Without further ado, though, let's go ahead and open up the first starter deck of 30 cards. That's another thing I like about this. A 30 card deck means you don't have to spend a lot of money to build a deck. Alrighty. So there is the ever so slightest bit of warping on the blue Mincy, but as you can see, the card looks pretty freaking good. I'm gonna be honest right now. Back when I was much younger, I'm talking about like 8, 9 years old, I got my hands on a fake Charizard Pokemon card, and it had the same kind of hollow effect. That's how you could actually tell it was fake, because Pokemon didn't use this sort of hollow design. And for some reason that stuck with me throughout the years. So when I saw Neopets and later on Final Fantasy use this sort of crystallic, rainbowish, hollow design, it kind of drove me insane and it reminded me of my childhood, so I really love seeing this. So yeah, once again, the blue Mincy. It's a Neopet, a basic Mincy. It's an earth type. I guess that's what the leaf means, earth, not nature. And the tastiest fruit grows on the highest branches. All right, that's the flavor text on it. Here we have another Neopet. Again, a blast from the past. Gonna make sure everything gets nice and focused there. A red Aisha. A yellow Eerie. I actually did kind of like this Neopet back in the day. I'm actually angry at myself I never got it. This is a pet. So your Neopets can get their own pets, which is hilarious to me. An equipment card. Here we have an item card, Light Fairy Token. So in Neopets, fairies are actually big deals. They're not these small little creatures. They're actually human-sized in Neopets. And yeah, their items, their tokens and stuff like that did quite a lot. An Usika Berry, a food item. That's pretty cool. Here we have one of the fairies, but we're focusing on her chest in this card. Elusen's Charm. Okay, another charm card, another item. Beyond Neopia. Neopia was the Neopets world, and it was quite cool because when you were on the Neopets website, you can explore all these different lands, these different countries, if you will, which is pretty cool. Kauvara's Potion? That's pretty cool. Looks like it gives +6 on the yellow stat, which over here it says that's the magic stat. That's pretty cool. Earth Fairy Token. This one gives strength, I believe. Pinana Fruit. Cool, a potion of speed. Ice Scimitar. I remember using this item a lot. Especially because it gives +4 strength, an equipment item. Not only do I love the design of the Scimitar, it looks pretty freaking amazing. It was pretty good because it says right here, to play this, tap one of your Neopets. You can have up to 4 at a time because there are 4 lanes or 4 contests. However, to use it, my understanding is you have to have a blue Neopet because the card itself is blue. So that was pretty interesting. It gave a lot of strength stat, which I found to be pretty amazing. It helped ensure a win. Let's just say that. Potatoes. 3. That's all the flavor text says. That's pretty cool. +1 on red and blue over here. Elixir of Thieves. Pretty cool. Another Beyond Neopia card. Another Pinana. More potatoes. Air Fairy token. Once again, these fairies are very important creatures in the Neopets lore. I do recommend you guys go look it up if you want to learn more about it. Usika berries. Defense shield. Another equipment. It gives both strength and agility, and you also need to tap a Neopet to use it. Tapping, of course, for those who don't know, is turning a card sideways. It's a terminology brought over from Magic the Gathering. Hase, another pet. Another Elucence Charm. More potatoes. More berries. Another Pinana. Another Elixir. Defense Shield. Potion of Speed. We have not seen this yet. If you win this contest, return this card to the hand. That's pretty cool. You can reuse it over and over again. And once again, the Ice Scimitar. Loved using this back in the day. I also love that we are indeed guaranteed at least 2 holos, because I do like how the blue Mincy looks. That's always fun to see. Let's go ahead and slice open the other one. The other starter deck. Red Corbat. Look at this buddy over here. Let me also, once again, make sure that I am focusing on these cards because I want to make sure you guys see them. Red Corbat. Stats over here. You have 1 strength, 2 agility, 5 magic, 8 intelligence. It's a smart boy. These mischievous little creatures are happiest when the moon is full. Very cool. And once again, with that whole fractal, crystalline, rainbowish, hollow design, I love it. Scorchio, another Neopet I loved. I'm a big fan of dragons. Also was not able to get it at the time of creating my Neopets account, which was 2002, by the way. It's been a while. All right, blue Scorchio. Another basic Neopet with some flavor text there. A lot of strength on this one, and it looks like it's a fire type. Here we have a water type, a green Akara. Very cute little thing. Kind of reminds me of a dog. A bubble gun item weapon. Pretty cool. Once again, you have to tap a Neopet to use it. Just another equipment card, but this one gives both strength and intelligence. Asparagus. Gross. Wooden blocking shield. Pretty cool. Gives quite a bit of agility. Once again, you have to tap a Neopet to use it. A Starberry. One thing that I did like about Neopets is their food. They always designed their food to look pretty interesting, pretty tasty, especially that big old omelet you were able to go to in the dinosaur region. Once a day you can get a piece of that omelet. Sometimes you get a bacon omelet, cheese omelet, and stuff like that. I found it very cool back in the day as a kid. A Chocado, another item fruit. Shadow Breeze. Not all potions sit still in the bottom. Looks like you just toss this item out and it gives you +1 on everything except for red. Water Fairy token. To play this in a contest, you need a water Neopet. You can see the water icon right over here. That's how you could tell. A Moon Charm. I remember this. Another Chocado. Another bubblegum. Bubble gun, not bubble gum. Magic Lottery ticket. If you win this contest by rolling a 6, bank this card. Banking is how you determine how many points you get. So when you win a contest, you bank however many points it tells you on the bottom left. These coins are your points. When you get to 21, you win. Which is pretty freaking cool. Bank this card instead of discarding it. That's pretty awesome. The Thieves Code. Another book item. When you bank this card, draw a card. Asparagus. Another Chocado. Another Starberry. Wouldn't mind trying that one day. Potion of Strength. +3 on Strength and Magic. If you win the contest, return the card to the hand. Another reusable item, which I find pretty interesting. Wharf, which is a pet. Once again, if you want to give your Neopet a pet, it'd be one of these little guys. Another Wooden Shield, another Shadow Breeze, Moon Charm, Dark Fairy. So the Dark Fairy was, again, like I said earlier, the fairies were very important in the Neopets lore. She was one of the meanest, baddest, and strongest fairies out there. So if this is one of her tokens, you best believe it does something. Starberry again, another Wharf, Potion of Strength, Fire Fairy token. To play this contest, you need a Fire Neopet. Interesting. Another Asparagus, and one more Thieves Code book. I am excited to see these cards again. It's been forever. I had quite a lot of fun back in the day playing this card game. Now, here we have one of the books that came in this set. It says, don't read these rules until after you've played a few games. So we're going to ignore that. Here we have something to fill out. Thank you for purchasing the Neopets starter game. Please take a few moments and tell us what you think about the Neopets Trading Card Game. Now, it's unfortunate because everybody who's played this card game has said, wow, this is a lot of fun, especially because the dice play a huge role. Whenever you're in a contest, you play all these item cards or whatever, however many times you can, and then you each, to my understanding, to my recollection, you roll a die. If you roll a 6, you win the contest automatically. However, whatever number you roll would then be added to whatever contest color. Damn it, I moved the camera by accident. Would be added to whatever contest color your Neopet would be playing in. So to explain that a little bit better, let me actually move these things around so you guys can see what I mean. Okay, I do not have the space to show this on the unboxing cam, so we're gonna do one thing. Okay, and here we have the playmat, everyone. Holy heck, it is humongous. I forgot how big this thing is. Now, as I explained before, you have 4 stages or 4 lanes, I'm gonna call them stages from now on, where your Neopets can participate in contests. Ooh, God, this thing is huge. So as you can see, you have 4 of them. You have a green one for intelligence, a yellow one for magic, blue for agility, and red for strength. The turns are pretty simple. You take your turn by drawing a card, and you're able to play a Neopet in one of the stages, and then you're able to participate in the contest. If your opponent doesn't have a Neopet on their side of the stage for the contest, you automatically win. And when you win, you have 2 choices. You bank a card from your hand. It usually has to be an equipment or an item card, or you draw a card. Then your turn's over, and then your opponent is able to do the same thing. During a contest, you play item cards and or equipments. You have to fulfill the requirements as we read before, and then of course, after all those items and equipments are played, you get to roll a die. You then roll whatever number you rolled, you add it to the Neopets stat, strength, agility, magic, whatever they're participating in. You have to match the color to the stat. Whoever has the highest wins that contest, but if you roll a 6, you win automatically. Now, when you bank an item, like I said before, you get points. Whoever gets to 21 points wins. It's a pretty simple game. There's a lot of luck into it, but it's a very fun game, and I really enjoyed it back in the day. And that's gonna do it for the unboxing, everyone. Here's everything that came in the 2-player starter set. This brings back a lot of memories. I can't wait to actually meet up with some friends and start playing this game once again because it was a lot of fun back in the day. I still have some of the old Neopets cards. I still have these dice. Brings back a lot of memories. Oh my god, I can't wait to play this again. For those of you who do want to play the older card game, you are able to go ahead and find it online. I found this starter set on eBay for a pretty decent deal. For those of you who don't want to spend any extra money and you have Tabletop Simulator, you can find this card game and all the available cards on Tabletop Simulator on a mod you could use. I don't know what it's called, but I did see a YouTube video where people were playing it. Go ahead and try it out that way if you want to do it on the cheap. And don't forget to actually go ahead and check out the new Neopets card game called Neopets Battle Dome. At least that's what I remember it being called. I'll correct myself in post. Neopets was a big IP back in the day. This card game, unfortunately, only lasted about 3 years, so from 2003 till 2006. I remember only actually seeing the initial 2-player starter set. I never really saw individual booster packs or any of the other starter sets, which was unfortunate because, again, this game is very fun. It's a very fun game to go ahead and try out if you're just looking for a fun time with friends, especially if you guys used to play Neopets back in the day. There have been rumors that Neopets is going to be making a comeback. I mean, like I said, they have a new card game coming out. I believe it's already out, actually. And the website has been going through a sort of change. With the demise of Flash, you're not able to play all these old mini games that you used to get Neo points, which is their currency. So the website's kind of in a weird state right now, but hopefully in the future, the new company running Neopets will be able to figure it out, get everything running like it used to, and hopefully even make a phone app to make it easier for us to play, because that's the only way I can personally see Neopets making a comeback. Anyways, guys, I've been rambling for way too long. I really do hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to slap the like button, mash the subscribe button, and let me know down in the comments below. Did you used to play Neopets back in the day? Which one was your favorite Neopet? Did you ever play this card game? And also, don't forget to stay tuned for the YouTube short that I'm going to do unpacking this booster pack from this 2-player starter set. I can't wait to do it myself. Anyways, once again, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.